Welcome to our final Superintendent Update of the year, and happy spring. I'm Maida Milligan, Executive Director of Communications and Public Relations, and I'm here today with Deborah Crone, our Interim Superintendent. Dr. Crone, it is a pleasure to sit down and visit with you and talk about all the exciting things that are happening in Garland ISD for our students and our staff.
Thank you, Maida.
One of the newest things is that we are now a District of Innovation. In April, the Board of Trustees approved the plan that was created by our District Education Improvement Committee, a group of parents and business community members, teachers, staff, and we are now a District of Innovation. What can you tell us about that? What is it? What does it mean for GISD?
All righty. A District of Innovation was a bill that the legislature passed, not this session, but the session before, and it allows flexibility for school districts, flexibility that they had given several sessions ago to charter schools in the state. We're excited about it because it levels the playing field between public schools and charter schools, something that I'm really glad that they did. What that flexibility provides is that some state laws that pertain to public schools can be waived, but it has to come through a District of Innovation Committee presented to the Board of Trustees, and the Board of Trustees has final approval. Our DEIC did a wonderful job and studied each one of the waivers that we were eligible to pursue, determining those that would really drive our district forward and be best for us. And those included our waiver for our school start date. As you know, we are required to start that last Monday in August. With the change in a waiver, then we will be able to start earlier. A second area is with teacher certification. Now, in most certification areas, elementary, secondary, we're able to find teachers with no problem. But in some high needs areas, in particular career and technology education, we have difficulty sometimes finding particular types of teachers. And so allowing some flexibility with certification will give us more opportunities to hire some very qualified professionals who can serve our career and technology students very well. Second, we also needed to look at teacher certification. In career and technology courses, sometimes it's difficult to find an individual who's properly certified and really capable of teaching the types, specialized types of courses that we have in CTE. In addition, our dual credit courses require some level of teacher, not certification, but teacher coursework. So some of our teachers, while fully certified, may not have the appropriate coursework. So a waiver in this area will allow us to hire subject area specialists that will help in career and technology and perhaps in some dual credit courses. In addition, there's a state law that requires campus behavior designation administrator. And we don't like that single designation. We think that discipline is a part of everybody's business, not just one administrator's on a campus. So we chose to waive that portion of the law as well.
Now, we have had lots of questions about the calendar, and you mentioned that. So next August, will we get to start earlier because we are now a District of Innovation?
No, Maida, we will not, even though lots of people wish we could. Mm-hmm. We started this process so late in the year, our calendar had really been practically adopted at that stage that we brought the DOI to the Board of Trustees. The other problem that we encountered was the multiple construction sites that we have going on at this time. Several of our campuses are undergoing renovations. So that not knowing that we were going to start early meant that we couldn't get the schools ready in time for school to start. So we had to say no to this year, but next year as we pursue the calendar, we will also make sure that we've communicated with the construction companies to see if we can have an earlier start if they know in advance, which they should be able to. So maybe next year, just not this year.
That's great. People will love to hear about that. At least we can look forward to 18-19. So speaking of construction, what can you tell us about the Gilbreath-Reed Career and Technical Center? How is that going?
Oh, well, if you drive down I-190 and you see Naaman Forest and you see the Curtis Colwell Center, You're also going to see a brand new building with a beautiful curved front, and of course that is the Gilbreath-Reed Career and Technology Center. But the exciting part, while the outside's beautiful, the exciting part is really inside, where there are some great facilities to educate our students and provide those skills that they can get right at that campus and don't have to go to a technology center anywhere else. We're thrilled with that. Our students will actually be going to school for 2.5 hours a day, every other day there. So their home campus will remain where they are now at Rowlett or Garland High or North, whichever of our 7 high schools they attend will be the home campus. But 2 or 3 times a week, they'll go over to the Career and Technology Center and get much needed training on very specialized courses. So we're really excited about that. Dr. Erica Crump, our principal over there, is busy right now working to get the 1,500 or so students who signed up for the CTC, getting them scheduled into the classes that they'll be taking.
Very much anticipated, very exciting. All right, let's switch to another topic. One of the things that was on your priority list when you came into the district was to improve employee recognition, and you've started a new program for that called GEM, Going the Extra Mile. Please share some of that information.
I will be happy to, Maida, and I also want to say thank you for helping me with that project and also for the communications department, because Going the Extra Mile, or the GEM Award, is near and dear to my heart. When I came in January, there were already 2 programs of recognition going on. One is our Teacher of the Year, which is a great program. I love it. The second one was Evidence of Excellence, where we're able to recognize all kinds of people, and it's a great opportunity to say thank you to people who've done an outstanding job. But I wanted more opportunities, and I wanted other people to be able to nominate. And so through the GEM Award, any individual can nominate a staff member, any staff member, for going above and beyond the call or going the extra mile. The first week after the communications rolled this program out, we had over 70 individuals recognized. After a month, we now have 300 individuals who've been singled out. What I want to say first is thank you for all the people who have spent the time to send in those nominations. And second, I want those who are one of the 300 who've received some recognition to know that 2 of you will be selected to come to a board meeting and will be honored by the board for being our GEM recipients for that month. But the others of you that were nominated will receive a certificate of nomination that will detail who nominated you and what specifically you were nominated for. So you will also be recognized, because recognition cannot stop with 2 people. There are too many in this district that deserve the recognition. So thanks to those who are nominating, and thank you for those of you who've been nominated. We're very proud of you.
Lots of positive affirmation.
Great.
Is there any other news you'd like to share?
Yes, speaking of news, we have a new part on our website called Newsroom. And in Newsroom, you get the latest and greatest and a one-stop shop. So you're going to get news stories, you're going to get photos, you're going to get videos, tweets, any kind of news that month about our district will be housed in one location. Once a month, the communications department will be sending out a link, and parents and staff members will be able to click on the link and pull up that month's newsroom and visually visit all the good news of the district right then. So I'm really excited about Newsroom, and thank you, Communications, for developing that.
Speaking of updates, is there anything with the superintendent search that you can update us on?
Absolutely. The Board of Trustees has gone out with a request for proposal and has received back applications from superintendent search firms from all over the state. Their next step will be to select that firm. First, they have to go through and make sure that everyone is appropriately focused on what areas we will use or they will use to select the firm. And then finally they will come out and interview several of them. I'm not sure how many. Once the interviews are complete, they will select one firm that will conduct the superintendent search. I do want you to know that the board did recently extend my contract. They wanted some continuity through the beginning of the start of the school year, and as such, I now will probably be staying September, October, perhaps even November, until that search is completed and the new superintendent is here. And Maida, I'm very excited about that possibility because I think we're going to have a number of outstanding applicants. This is a great district located in the Metroplex. What better place to live? And we have such great community support here. I really think we're going to get some outstanding applicants. So we'll look forward to seeing who's finally selected.
Well, I totally agree with you, of course. And we are very lucky to have you to keep us going on track and forward while we go through that process. So before we wrap up this segment of Superintendent Update, is there anything you'd like to end with?
I would like to ask all of our staff members to complete our staff survey if you've not already done so. I think we have about 400 individuals who've done that, but we still need a lot more of you. Number one, it's anonymous. Number two, the input that you provide can guide this next school year and make us even better than we are now. So please, please fill out the survey. Then I also want to say to everyone, let's have a great ending of the 2016-17 school year. We've got a month left. Lots of learning can take place in that month. And teachers, it's a time that you can use your creativity. You know, STAR's about to be done with, yippee! And we all can really then focus on those innovative strategies that you've been wanting to try. For the rest of us who are supporting you in the classroom, please help everybody to have the very best end of school year that we've ever had. Our students deserve it, and so do you. Thank you for all you do for the students of the Garland Independent School District. It's a pleasure to serve you.
Thank you, Dr. Crone, for sitting down with us. Your time is much appreciated.
You're very welcome.
And that is a wrap for our Superintendent Update. Thank you so much for watching.